Welcome back, boys and girls, for the second map in this best of 3 series between Vitality and Virtus.Pro. Once again, map 1, that was Mirage, chosen by Virtus.Pro, but Vitality shut it down nice and easy. 16-5 was the scoreline on Mirage, and now it's on to Nuke. Beautiful stuff coming in here from Mew. He managed to get the double as well. NBK just jumping around like was it House of Pain. Just managed to eventually shut him down, and we'll get the bomb down towards the B bomb site. Actually dealing a decent amount of damage here on Apex and NBK. Pasha slowly but surely pushing in. He finds the frag on Apex. Bomb about to get defused, but NBK still fighting back. Snatchy, he's going to be sitting on the bomb. NBK trying to find an angle, but the door getting open, getting close right in front of him again. And that will be a defuse in favor of Virtus.Pro as they pick up the pistol here on Nuke. Once more, I've said it already, but I'll gladly say it once again. You have 4 best of 3s on the schedule for tonight, and I believe we have 4 best of 3s on the schedule for tomorrow as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. First, we're going to cover Virtus.Pro versus Vitality until we find a winner of that one. Then we're going to move on to the next line of matches, and in that we're going to cover Kingwin versus Space Soldiers on this channel. Then a little bit later on tonight we have the quarterfinals for the upper bracket. I'm not entirely sure what match we'll be covering in that one yet. I'll have to clear with the Polish studio. Virtus.Pro picking up the pistol here for Nuke as mentioned in this round. Vitality with a bit of a weird buy. NBK actually going for a bit of a force buy here with the AK-47. Have the head armor behind it as well, and the rest of his teammates going for a full eco. Pasha peeking out with the AUG, takes a good chunk of damage and will eventually go down. NBK taking care of Pasha, but Snatchy trading him out. Neo connecting on Happy as well. Morel's dealing with Apex up towards the yard area. It's now going to be all on RPK and Saibu. Saibu and RPK both taking a good chunk of damage, and they will both eventually fall. Pasha the only one to fall here from Virtus.Pro. That will be another round in their favor. 4 players staying alive as well. Vitality this round will have enough to go for a full buy, except for NBK. Decided to go for a bit of a false in the previous. Vitality going for fast aggression, or at least trying to, but getting stopped in their tracks. Pasha, it's a good repeat on to Happy, will eventually shut him down. Taking a bit of damage in the progress, but not too much. Of course, if we have some viewers in the chat right now who don't necessarily play Counter-Strike, now is a great time to get into the game. They just made the game free to play. They just added Danger Zone, which is a bit Battle Royale-ish. If you haven't gotten the game already, make sure you go ahead, locate it on the Steam store, and purchase it. Well, you don't even have to purchase it. Download it. Saibu, RPK, NBK, and Apex, every single player chiming in here except for Happy. It will be Apex with the double kill for the round. 3 players staying alive for Vitality, and they find the first round on the board. Virtus.Pro will have enough money for a solid force buy in this one. Got 2 M4s in play and an AWP. That's a glass cannon on Snatchy. 5.7s on Neo and Morels. Are lacking a bit of utility here, Virtus.Pro. Snatchy on that glass cannon does manage to find the frag on Apex. Saibu up on top of the red box. Will trade him out for Pasha, dealing with him. Pasha taking a good chunk of damage in the process. RPK, so does he, but he finds the frag on Mihu. Now Vitality making a move down towards the ramp area and towards the B-bomb site. NBK going for aggression here. Neo up close and personal. NBK needs to be careful. Will react not in time though, as Neo denies the bomb plan. NBK will shut him down, but he's now left alone, 1 on 2. Morales peeks down at the right time, finds the frag on NBK, and Virtus.Pro with a 4-5 victory. Secures their 3rd round on the board. Vitality are gonna go for a bit of a force buy of their own. Again, NPK with enough money for that AK-47. The rest of his teammates on upgraded pistols, but this time around they do have a good chunk of utility behind them as well. Amount of damage dealt towards NBK, but he's the only one who's actually taken some damage here. It's the first line of aggression in towards the hot position. Do have Morels up on the railings. He finds the first, the second. Now looking for the third. Will find that as well as he taps away. Pasha connecting on Saibu and the final kill on RPK. That will be Virtus.Pro picking up a clean round, not losing any players in that one. And obviously, we'll make sure that they can hold on to some of their economy and potentially make it work in their favor moving forward. So this one is going to be an eco here for Vitality. Should give Virtus.Pro another chance of gaining economical advantage. Morels with a bit of aggression towards the hot area, finds the double frag on NBK and RPK. It's the triple eventually. Very low on HP, down to just 5, but Snatchy in the meantime, he connects on the double. The 2-man ace, both players taking a lot of damage in their duels, but they managed to hold on to their lives and potentially more importantly their weapons and utility. Again, that means that we have a good amount of money here on Virtus.Pro, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen. 5,000 and above on every single player. Well, almost on Pasha at least. Obviously, plenty of utility to work with for this round as well, and they are holding on to those M4s and the double AKs. Now we do have AKs coming up in full force here from Vitality as well. And a bit interesting for you guys, first map that was Mirage, chosen by Virtus.Pro, but Vitality actually managed to win that one 16-5. Now we are on Vitality's map pick. It is Nuke, as you can see. Right now Virtus.Pro off to a strong start. Vitality fighting back in this round, but Virtus.Pro once again refusing to give up the round. This is now going to be all on Apex and NBK to try and bring this one back, but Pasha gets the double. NBK is now going to be the last man standing. Does have full HP, not for long though. He does get dinked by Neo, but unfortunately the M4 with a dink doesn't take the player down completely. Survives on 12 HP, retaliates with a dink of his own. And on the AK, it is 1 shot, 1 kill if you hit the headshot. Now sitting on just 12 HP, trying to find an angle. It's got 35 seconds left on the clock. Ihu down towards the ramp area, patiently waiting, will eventually shut him down. And see if he can find an AK of his own, and will do exactly that. That will be the 6th round on the board now for Virtus.Pro. Snatchy deciding whether or not to go for the AWP. He decides to go for it, even though in a round like this where Vitality, they are going to be on a low buy. Potentially not the greatest idea, but obviously, if he went for the SMG and they have another clean round, means that he'll be stuck on it for the next round as well. Also managed to find the initial frag here on NBK. RPK, ooh, will trade him out. Takes a lot of damage in the process, but still very much alive. Apex and Saibu, they took some early nade damage in this round. Abby will get dealt with here by Mihu and Pasha. And down towards the ramp area, Morel's dealing with the final 2 players. Neo helping out as he gets the assist from the early nade damage. Will be 7th round on the board for Virtus.Pro. Only one in favor of Vitality. Struggling to find rounds here on the T side. Virtus.Pro not struggling too much on their CT side. Again, they've had, well, obviously they've gotten 7 rounds on the board, but not only that, they also have clean rounds, which means that, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, there's so much money on the Virtus.Pro players right now. For Vitality to break their economy, it wouldn't be an easy task for them. Obviously, they have a lot left to do. See a bit of a tactical timeout into play here from Vitality. They decide to go for a full buy-in. Once again, no AWP in play. You gotta be asking yourself at this point, is that maybe a bit of a mistake? Saibu on that AWP, he is a beast, let's be honest, but Snatchy, a beast of his own on his AWP. He finds the double. Eventually will get traded out here by Saibu on the AK-47. He who got the initial frag for the round. It's now going to be all on Happy and Saibu to try and bring this one back. Vitality lining up for what seems to be aggression down towards the B bomb site. Both players in that position. Morel's just holding on to the back line of it, making sure that they cannot escape. Now they are indeed going to be setting up for the smoke in towards the side to try and see if they can get that bomb plant. Beautiful stuff here from Saibu. He connects on the triple. And will eventually get the bomb down as well. It's now going to be him against Morels in a one-on-one situation. Morels slowly but surely making a move down, but Saibu, magical 4th. Beautiful quad kill for the round. The only one to actually step up in this round. I think the rest of his teammates are pretty happy about that. That's a set. Still so much money in the hands of Virtus.Pro. Buying up is not going to be an issue whatsoever. Vitality, they still don't have the greatest amount of money in their hands, as only one player survived in that previous round. Saibu once again just debating, should he actually go for the AWP or not? He's got the money for it. NBK doesn't really have the greatest amount of money here. He goes for the Galil. Saibu actually forgot to buy there for a second. Swing back towards the spawn area to pick up an AK-47. Still no open play. Vitality setting up the aggression down towards the secret area. Happy is going to be the first line of aggression in the meantime. The rest of Vitality is setting up for the smokes and the mollies out towards the outside. Try and find their aggression, and RPK finds exactly that. He connects on Pasha, gets the double on Mihu as well. Should have actually been a kill for Mihu, considering that RPK was looking the opposite direction when he went for the peak. Morels will eventually take him down. Snatchy finds the double on the stairs area. He is going to make his way in towards... Well, the rest of Vitality, rather, should make their way in towards the B-bomb site. They are going to go for the plant. It's an open plant. As Morels peeks out. The timing is right. He finds a player with his back turned. That's going to be happy. Apex now left alone with an AWP trying to find an angle. Won't be able to do that. Morels gets the triple snatchy with the double. Virtus.Pro resetting Vitality's economy. 8-2 now. Vitality, as I said, their economy has been completely reset. We do have a tactical timeout getting called. You have 4 tactical timeouts per map. It is up to the team whether they want to use them in the first half, in the second half, or they actually want to use all of them. Didn't really see many tactical timeouts getting called on Mirage. Already seen 2 now from Vitality. Vitality going for a bit of a force buy for this round, as you can see. 2 AK-47s. They actually have a decent amount of utility behind them in this round. But only 2 AKs are set. 3 upgraded pistols. The Tech 9s and the CZ-75. Apex going for the aggression in towards the hot position. Morels once again in a good position here. He does manage to find the double. Neo and Snatchy chimes in with 1 each. It's going to be all on Happy. Tech 9 in hands. Try and see if he can get anything done for this round. Does manage to find 1. Unfortunately, 2 more players close by will eventually shut him down. It will be Virtus.Pro connecting on their 9th round. 9-2. More or less a repeat of what we saw on map 1. Map 1, it was the opposite direction though. Vitality, they had this strong start. Held on to the strong game in general. The strong map. Now Virtus.Pro, they're taking the lead here on Nuke. This round it will be more or less a full eco here for Vitality. Do have a P250 on RPK, but that's about it. A decent amount of damage dealt here from Mihu. Over towards the trophy room. Pasha chiming in with an AOG. The timing is a bit off here. Still very much alive. Snatcher peeks out with the AWP. He connects on in BK. Happy taking a good chunk of damage from that nade. Saibu connect on Snatchy and will be able to pick up the AWP. Only time will tell whether or not he can get more out of that AWP. Pasha takes a lot of damage, falls back towards the B-bomb site. Mihu posted up in a decent position on that flank. Could potentially line them up here. We'll find the initial onto Happy. That's the bomb as well. Saibu. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Close but no cigar. He finds it the second time around though. Out for the double kill, but he needs the ace and it's not going to happen. Morels will eventually shut him down. That's going to be the 10th round. Double digits now for Virtus.Pro, and Vitality still unable to connect the rounds here on the T side. Initial frag this time around in the favor of Vitality. It's RPK connecting on Mihu. Neo, sorry, will trade out on Apex. Peeks out from a main. Now Vitality going for aggression down towards the RAM barrier. And they have the opportunity to push in towards Hell or down towards B, and they still have a player towards the outside. Neo will find one. Will get traded out immediately though. Happy, I see you guys in the chat not being too nice to him. Still managed to find some kills here and there though. He gets yet another. That's a triple for the round. More or less single-handedly securing this round as it's gonna be all on Snatchy for the 1-on-3 clutch. Obviously a tall task ahead of him. One will get planted up towards the A-bomb site and Snatchy. Falling back towards the RAM barrier. He will connect on Happy, eventually shutting him down. Gonna try and fake the sound cue as if he was making a move down towards CT spawn. The thing is, no one was close enough to hear it, but it doesn't matter. That's a brilliant headshot. Sorry, not a headshot, a brilliant off kill. He finds the triple as well, the 1-on-3 clutch. What's going on? Snatchy, what are you doing? Oh no, please don't. Keep it PG, Snatchy, come on. What in the world was that? Snatchy. 1-on-3 clutch like it was nothing. This is not matchmaking, you need to calm down, buddy. Wow. Vitality. They saw the round. They thought they had the round in their grasp, but Snatch is stealing it away from them. This time around, Apex and Saibu, they're going to be opening up out towards the yard area, and Snatchy this time, he's out of the equation early on, meaning he's not going to be able to clutch it once more, but Morales and Mihu will fight back. Mihu and Morales are going to be left alone. NBK deals with Morales, but Mihu peeks up from the same angle. NBK will eventually shut him down as well for the double. Apex found a double early in the round, and Saivu with one of his own. That's going to be Vitality finally finding the third round on the board, but might be a bit too little too late, as we are going to head into the final round for the first half, and Virtus.Pro already in a 7-round lead. Question now is, will they be able to make it an 8-round lead? That's already an 8-round lead, sorry. My math skills are absolutely useless. Good reaction coming in from Saibu on the AK-47, finding the frag here on Neo Snatchy. Posted up with the AWP, he connects on the double with a bit of help from Patchettes. The double up setups into full effect here from Virtus.Pro. Seems to be working out just fine as Snatchy connects the double. It's now going to be on NBK, RPK, and Happy to try and see if they can clutch this one out, get something done. RPK will do exactly that as he finds the frag on Snatchy, and all of the rest of Virtus.Pro are actually situated up towards the A-bomb side, meaning that Vitality, had they been a bit quicker about it, they could have made their way down towards the B-bomb side for free. They decide to test the waters ever so slightly towards multiple angles to try and see if they can find an opening somewhere. Still a player down towards the side now. That's going to be Mihu. He does go down pretty much without a fight here as NBK will shut him out of the equation. The bomb will get planted on that B-bomb site. Morels goes down on ramp and Happy connecting on the final frag towards Pasha. Vitality finds the 4th round on the T side, but will that be enough? Virtus.Pro with a massive lead. 7-round lead as we're heading into the second half in just a few moments. In the meantime, once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for joining here for the Europe Minor Close Qualifier for IEM Katowice 2019. This is the European qualifier as mentioned, meaning that we have a lot of high-profile teams in this one. We got Mouse Sports versus XCOM taking place right now. We got Virtus.Pro versus Vitality right here on this channel. LDLC versus Valiance. They're battling it out right now as well. And Vindigo versus Ends over on twitch.tv/ESL_CSGO. The main channel, my good friends Dean and Mitch. We're going to be covering the action of that game over there. And after that, in the next round on this channel, it will be Kinguin versus X-Space Soldiers. It's going to be coming up right after this game is over. On the main channel for the next round, they're going to be covering Sprout versus North. And furthermore, we have Fraxis versus Heroic and Optic versus Mixtura. We're going to be playing... well, watching, observing, casting, whatever you want to call it. On this channel, we're going to be covering 4 best of 3s for tonight. We do have more games coming up tomorrow from the lower bracket as well. 16 teams competing in this qualifier, in this closed qualifier. And only 8 spots at the minor. Which means that it's now or never if you want a chance to compete in Poland. The minor is going to be taking place in Poland, and that will be in January. You can stay up to date on multiple sources. And stay up to date over on HLTV. Or you can stay up to date on intelextrememasters.com. Find all the information that you need about IEM Katowice 2019. Now, as you can see, we are going to hit live here for the pistol in the second half. Snatchy already out of the equation as Apex connects the frag on him. In the meantime, the rest of Virtus.Pro, they are going to go for aggression down towards the ramp area. They actually don't have anyone covering the B-bomb site as of yet, but already quick rotations coming in. And now pretty much everyone is over towards the B-bomb site as NBK finds a quick double. RPK and Apex. Apex with a double of his own. And that's a clean pistol in favor of Vitality. Exactly what they need to boost their morale on the team to try and bring this one back. They're all, well, they are in a pretty big deficit right now. But obviously there's still a lot of rounds to be played. NBK dealing a lot of damage towards the yard to start off with. Saivu chiming in with that on the MP5. Dealing a lot of damage on his own. He managed to get a triple out of it. It's going to give him a decent amount of money moving forward. As Apex connects on the FAMAS, it's going to be all on Snatchy. Left alone. Oh, Happy. There you have it. That's a bit awkward. Managed to find the frag regardless, and that's on another SMG, so decent amount of money farmed here from Vitality. I was about to say, I think they're gonna use this round as a bonus round, but considering how far behind they are, Saivu actually decides to go straight for the AWP. The rest of his teammates, they are holding on to the FAMAS and the UMP to make sure that they stick with enough money for the next round to buy up completely for that if it's needed. Saivu He's going to be opening up for this one as he connects on Morels out towards the yard area. It's slow start to the round here, but the two initial frags does go in favor of Vitality. Saivu on the AWP finding the first frag for the round. And Happy chiming in with one of his own. Snatchy lining up with a smoke and a flash. He spots, I think he spotted a bit of the player over towards the CT vents. That could have just been the X-ray on my monitor. Baking it out a little bit. NBK trying to find an angle, will do exactly that as he connects on Pasha. But Neo, or as you guys in the chat like to call him, Net, I don't think he's too happy about that, but regardless, I kind of like the meme. Now trying for the bomb plant on that B-bomb side. Saivu rushing in. Finds the quick shot on the AWP. Neo out of the equation. Does manage to get the bomb down as a bare minimum at the very least. But that will be the 7th round on the board now for Vitality. The question is, are Virtus.Pro actually going to go for a force buy? And it seems like the answer to that is no. Going to hold on to some of their money instead, considering how far ahead they still are. I think that is the right decision indeed. Good amount of damage dealt through that smoke by Happy. He gets the frag on Pasha, deals so much damage towards Morels as well. And he's still lurking behind the smoke. Finds the frag on Neo. Eventually he will get taken down here by Mihu. Saivu with the AWP, swinging it like there was no tomorrow. Does manage to get a nice little double kill in RPK with a final frag for the round onto Morels. Vitality slowly but surely inching their way forward. One step at a time. There's still a bit of a ways to go. Still in a 3-round deficit. They are indeed slowly but surely fighting their way back. Saivu finds the initial frag here on the AWP. Actually deals a ton of damage on Neo as well. But Mihu, beautiful aggression coming in from him. He connects on Apex and Saivu. RPK will trade him out happy. He goes down to Morels and it's now going to be a 3-on-2. In BK and the tank on RPK trying to bring this one back. 2-on-3 situation, as said. It's the bomb. It's getting planted down towards the B-bomb site. RPK does manage to connect here on Morels, but Pasha already pushed up in a good position towards the high grounds. We'll trade him out, and that's going to be the 12th round on the board for Virtus.Pro. Finally finding another round here on, or in the second half, I should say. Also meaning that they slowly but surely extend their lead. And this is a very important round for both of these two teams. Virtus.Pro, obviously, they want a round like this. They want to secure a round like this to push themselves further closer towards that victory on you. And towards the 3rd map. Vitality, they need this round to try and bring this one back. Saivu once again with that AWP connects on the first frag for the round. Virtus.Pro taking control of the ramp area. NBK connecting on Neo, but Miho and Morels, they find one each. It's back to a 3-on-3. As Virtus.Pro are going to make their way in towards the B bomb site. Morels taking the lead with the bomb in hand. It's going to go for a bit of an open plant towards the ramp area, but that might have been a bit of a mistake as we do have two players aggressing from ramp. Quickly they realize that they have to fall back from that position as RPK is trying to find an angle of his own. Will get found out here by Miho, and Miho will eventually shut him down, taking a lot of damage in the process. Survives on just 6 HP. Snatchy connects on Saivu. Happy is gonna try and see if he can fall back, see if he can hold on to the AWP. And he should be able to do exactly that. It will be yet another round on the board here for Virtus.Pro. Furthermore, Vitality. They're in a bit of a pickle at this point. Don't have a lot of money to work with, and that's going to be the 13th round on the board now for Virtus.Pro. Vitality gonna go for an eco for this one. Try and see if they can buy up completely for the next. They are gonna be lacking a bit of utility if they buy up completely for the next one. Saivu gets the AWP, he's going to be on a glass cannon. Saivu does manage to get the frag, and furthermore, Apex actually picking up the AWP, so he'll be able to hold on to it for now. He fires the frag on Miho. That's the bomb as well. That's massive. That could be huge. Unfortunately, it peeks out a bit too wide. And that will be the end of it, as Morels will eventually shut him down. Picking up the bomb, making his way back towards the A-bomb site. NBK and Happy. Been too used to saying RPK after NBK. They seem to be the two players staying alive for the most part. Not this time around though, as NBK, he peeks out from the hot area. He finds one. Happy with one as well. It's now going to be all on Snatchy, looking for that quad kill to try and make something happen, and will do exactly that. Snatchy with a quad. Once again, a magical 4. And once again, the 14th round on the board for Virtus.Pro. Just 2 rounds away from securing that third map. Or securing the second map and propelling us into the third, rather. And Vitality now sitting on the back foot, buying up with everything they can. They don't have a kit. They are lacking utility, but they do have the firepower in terms of the M4s. Not the greatest amount of money here on Virtus.Pro either. They do have enough money for 3, actually 4 of the players to buy up completely, even if they lose a round like this. And Snatch here with a good amount of money could potentially go for a drop for Neo if needed. Seems like I am getting a bit ahead of myself. Vitality obviously pretty much now or never for them at this point. Virtus.Pro. Bit of an interesting strat here, throwing a lot of smokes towards the outside. And these deep smokes, as you saw, up close towards A main, that actually means that they can sneak their way very close towards that position without getting spotted. So the whole idea about that smoke sequence is to push in towards Big Garage or up close towards A main. We do have Morels actually pushed his way all the way up towards Big Garage, but Apex in a good position. We'll be able to shut him down without a fight. The rest of Virtus.Pro lined up, going for the aggression in towards the A-bomb site. Snatchy, and, well, it's actually Snatchy finding a double here. Happy pushing up. He connects on one, but RPK, he gets a double of his own. 2 players surviving from Vitality. Do manage to find yet another round. They live to fight another day, as they say. But again, not the greatest amount of money here for Virtus.Pro, as I mentioned. This is an interesting buy. Very interesting buy. Snatchy going for the AWP with head armor behind it. Meaning that he can't really buy up for the next round. And he goes down without a fight. That's the AWP. And gets picked up immediately by Neo. NBK dealing a lot of damage on Pasha with that UMP. I think he heard that as well. I think he heard the dink. NBK will connect on Neo eventually. Happy taking care of Morels. NBK lining them up for the double. Gonna be able to find the AWP as well, meaning that Vitality, they're now gonna be on double AWP setup. And once again, as I said, bit of a curious buy there. What are Virtus.Pro doing now? Snatchy with the curious buy in the previous round, and Neo, he just didn't really have any money to work with. They're still gonna force up for this one, and it somewhat makes sense, but if you're this far ahead, why not go for another eco? Good timing on the nade, dealing a ton of damage on Snatchy. NBK trying to find an angle with the AWP, and will do that successfully as he connects on Morels, changing up his position further. Swings out for one more, can't seem to find it, but he will eventually connect on Snatchy as Mihu goes for aggression. It will be Apex to find a double of his own. Saibu with one. And they do manage to... Well, actually they don't. I was about to say they do manage to hold on to the AWP for the double up setup. But Apex picking up an AK-47 instead. Vitality picking up their 11th round. 14-11. Virtus.Pro, they're going to be on an eco for this one. So should be another round in favor of Vitality. We've seen those pistols before. Upgraded pistols doesn't necessarily make it easy on the opponents. Good initial double kill coming in from NBK, but a quick trade by Mihu. That's a bit awkward. Apex trying to find the angle down the vents area. Finds his opponent instead, and Apex with the double spray down connects on Mihu and Neo. 3 players staying alive here from Vitality. Again, slowly but surely working on their economy. Not that it matters too much this late into the game. They make too many more mistakes. They are out of this map. Virtus.Pro on a full buy for this one. They are going to be lacking a bit of utility on Snatchy, as you can see, but the rest of them pretty much full utility in their pockets. Neo asking his teammate, yo, can you line up this smoke? Because I pretty much forgot how to do it. Good kill coming in from RPK, getting the information from his teammate that a player crossed. Peeks out at the right time, connects the shot. Nice and easy. And that's going to be the first frag for the round going in favor of Vitality. So it's now on to a 5-on-4 situation. Virtus.Pro again with this lineup on the smokes. Meaning that they can push their way up towards Big Garage if they so choose to. But it seems like they are going to go for the aggression down towards the secret area. Smoke out in full effect. Neo connecting on Apex. He's going to try and make his way down on vents and will do exactly that. But NBK in good position. As Happy peeks out, he gets the double. Almost connects on the triple spray down. Close but no cigars. Morels gets the double headshot. Looking for more. NBK will eventually shut him down. And Vitality, once again, slowly but surely making their way back into the game. 14-13. Virtus.Pro once again on the back foot in this one. Their economy once again is slightly broken. They are going to be on an eco for this round, or I guess a min-buy, not really an eco. Get decent amount of utility, Kevlar, head armor, and upgraded pistols. Virtus.Pro lining up for the smokes. In towards the A-bomb site. They are going to go for the aggression in this position. Apex holds down Mouse 1, finds the double. Cannot connect on the third, unfortunately, as Neo will eventually shut him down. Morel's trading out with Happy as well. Back to a 3-on-3. Morels will go down to Saivu with the AWP, but in the meantime, Virtus.Pro, Pasha, Biceps, and Neo. The old, but gold. Making a move down towards the B-bomb site, trying to find an angle of their own. NBK connects on Neo. That's the bomb out of the equation as well. It's now going to be all on Pasha. Mind you, this was a bit of an eco round. Not directly an eco, but close to at least. They just wanted to deal some economical damage and potentially get the bomb down. They did not manage to get the bomb down, but now they do have enough money to buy up completely for this one. 14-14, so we are going to see all 30 rounds of regulation. As now, Vitality already on a massive comeback. 10 rounds while only giving 3 away in favor of Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro having issues just like Vitality were having issues to get rounds here on the T side. Still a good chance of a potential overtime situation. Both of these two teams having issues on the T side, but strong CT side for both of them. Once again, Virtus.Pro, as I mentioned, they do have enough money to buy up completely for this one. They even got the AWP on Snatchy. A strong amount of utility on every single player. Virtus.Pro with the aggression out towards the outside, pushing up towards Hell on lockers. Ollie's up on top of her, rendering that position useless. Timing on that. Nate dealing a good amount of damage on Pasha. Oh, Saivu. What an absolute monster. So quick on the trigger, so quick on his reactions. Oh, they line up for Apex, but Snatchy, he's as quick as Saivu. He finds the double on the AWP. Back to a 3-on-3. Snatchy and Pasha, they've both taken a good chunk of damage. They are now once again going to try and make their way in towards the A-bomb site. There are two defenders close towards the A-bomb site. Snatchy, he finds the triple. Mihu taking care of RPK. Is now going to be all on Happy. The molly out. Happy going for the aggression. He spots the player up top, but Mihu reacts in time. That's going to be the 15th round on the board for Virtus.Pro. Now sitting on map point here on Nuke. Again, it is important for Virtus.Pro to find that 15th round, as Vitality took the victory on Virtus.Pro's map pick. That was Mirage. And now here on Nuke. Again, both teams having issues on the T side of it. Vitality fighting back here on CT. So again, a bit of a slow start to the round here from Virtus.Pro. I'm just going to be setting up all the smokes towards the outside once more. Virtus.Pro still yet to go for the aggression, but it does seem like they might go for some aggression towards the ramp area. One player towards the outside, that's going to be Mirage, happy in a good position over by this staircase. Same position as he played just a couple of rounds ago, but as I said, Virtus.Pro now going for the aggression in towards the B-bomb site. Flashbangs out here from NBK. Deal a decent amount of damage, will eventually find it, and he deals even more damage on Snatchy. Nade out towards his position, he is going to get pushed upon eventually. Saibu and Apex, they find one each. RPK taking care of Morales is now going to be all on Miho, and he goes down to Saibu. 15-15, overtime it is. Vitality fighting back with everything they've got. Both teams getting 4 rounds on the T side. But a big CT side performance from both of them. Initially Virtus.Pro to take the lead, and now Vitality to bring it back. Now just waiting for the players to ready up so we can get the second, well, I was about to say the second half, so we can get overtime started is what I'm trying to say. In the meantime, it does seem like they have readied up now. So in the meantime, I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in. I want to remind you guys that map 1 went in the favor of Vitality, meaning that if they secure the victory here on map 2 on Nuke, their own map pick will be a fairly convincing 2-0. Obviously, Nuke quite interesting matchup here on Nuke. Back and forth all the way through. I do want to remind you guys that at, well, roughly an hour from now, we do have one more game coming up right here on this channel. That's going to be Kingwin versus Space Soldiers. And obviously, we need to find a winner of this game first. So if this game goes into a third map, we might have to push the Kingwin versus Space Soldiers game just a bit to make sure that we can still cover it. Apex gets the initial frag Morales with the trade, but he gets taken down by Happy. Pasha connecting over on RPK. Well, frags all around. Quick trades all throughout. Pasha held the last man standing in a 1-on-2, and he needs the quad kill to clutch this one out, or to buy enough time. Ooh. Ooh. This is quite interesting from Pasha. Not something you see that often. Plants the bomb, makes his way all the way back towards heaven. They're never gonna expect him to be sitting in heaven, obviously. Finds the frag, and finally they do know his position, but the smoke on the bomb, Happy, he's going to be sitting on it. Does have a kit, throws down the flash, and will get it done. He even gets the knife. Icing on the cake, Happy. With the one-on-one, as he finds the defuse in the smoke, a bit of a ninja. Gets the knife kill as well. Just to add salt to injury. Great attempt there from Pasha Biceps. Unfortunately, not quite good enough as Happy managed to fake it out. Get the defuse just in time. $16-15 now for Vitality. Do have AWPs in play from both sides of the aisle. As you can see, it is MR3 10K. Obviously, that means that the money is not going to be looking great here for Virtus.Pro. It managed to get the bomb down in the previous round, meaning that 4th players can buy up completely, but Snatchy, obviously, as he went for the AWP buy in both of the rounds, he's not going to have that good amount of money to work with if they don't pick up this round. Pasha and Happy in a bit of a duel, and they both take a good chunk of damage. Apex and RPK, they find one each, and RPK with a double. Snatchy Pasha answering back, and Snatch is still on the AWP. So quick on the trigger, he connects on a triple. Virtus.Pro do manage to pick up their 16th round as well. Trade out the first couple of rounds here in overtime. Now gonna head into the final round for the first half rather of this overtime. Again, seeing as it is 10K, it means that we don't have the greatest amount of money left for Vitality. We have 3 M4s in play and an AWP on Saibu. In BK with a FAMAS just to make sure he can get a bit of extra utility to work with. RPK and Saibu. It's a quick flick coming in from Saibu, almost connecting here on Pasha. Deals a lot of damage. Neo, he takes a lot of damage as well. Morels will eventually deal with Happy. That's a great kill from Saibu. Wallbang in towards Hut. Now for the 2-on-2. Neo with the AWP trying to find an angle of his own. PK dropping down. I think he heard the scope. To be careful about the flank though. Morels up towards the high grounds, but the timing is absolutely brilliant. BK connecting here on Morels and Neo. Low on HP, last man standing. Not gonna be much left for him to do. 30 seconds on the clock. He's still got a bit of time to work with. It's obviously not gonna be an easy task for him. Low on HP to find this 1-on-2 clutch. The wallbang trying to come into full fruition. Neo trying to find some wallbangs of his own. NBK will eventually shut him down, and Vitality will be able to pick up the final round here for the first half of OT. 17-16. For any of you guys wondering, in case you're not super familiar with overtime, it is first team to 19 to take the victory here in overtime. You gotta win by 2, meaning that if both teams land on 18, then we are gonna head into another overtime. Potentially still a lot of Counter-Strike to be played in this matchup. As I said, we have a lot of Counter-Strike on the schedule for today. This is the first best of 3. We have 4 best of 3s on the schedule. As I said at the start of the show, which is just above 2 hours ago. According to my schedule, we do have a 12-hour day ahead of us. I'll be bringing you guys the action right here on this channel throughout the entire day. Hoping that I can get a break at some point I mean, I can go, you know, probably a month without eating, and you probably wouldn't be able to see it. That's how heavy I am. But I'll be fine without eating. But I like food, so a bit of a break at some point throughout the day would be nice. And I believe that we do have one break at least. Fatality. Going for aggression towards the outside. Pass shot. One of the two ops in play here from Virtus.Pro. He finds the initial frag on RPK. Neo tries to find an angle of his own and will do exactly that. Apex goes down more or less without a fight. Deals a bit of damage in the process, but Neo peeks out at the right time and connects on Saibu as well. Happy will eventually deal with Snatchy. It's now going to be all on NBK and Happy to try and bring this one back. Neo, he's just relentless in his pursuit for frags. Finds the triple kill for the round. As NBK is left last man standing, but not for long, as Morales will eventually shut him down. 17-17. That also means that if any of these two teams want to win this game in this overtime, they need 2 rounds in a row at this point. 1 each, and we are going to head into another overtime. That will continue until we have a winner of the game. To win in overtime, you need to string 4 rounds together within those 6 rounds. Snatchy with the initial frag here. He gets a double as well, and it's going to be all on Happy now. There's Neo and me who finds the final 2 frags, and that will be Virtus.Pro picking up the round. They could actually shut this one down right here, right now, and take us into a map 3. Once again, if that happens, let me just refer to my notes real quick. I believe it's Inferno. Indeed it is. If we see a map 3, it will be Inferno coming up. Fatality, basically buying everything they can. We have Happy on a Desert Eagle, Saibu on the Galil, the rest of them on AKs. Map point for Virtus.Pro. Vitality, they need this round to keep the dream alive of a 2-0 victory. And as I mentioned for you guys, we have another game coming up at 1400 CET. That's an hour away, or 55 minutes away to be exact. But before that happens, we need to find a winner of this one. For Vitality to win it, they need 5 rounds out of the next 7. Obviously a tall task for them, especially as if we go into another OT, then we are going to be having Vitality on that T side. Back and forth it goes here. Pass shot, swings bang out with the AWP, finds the double as well. It's now going to be all on Apex and NBK to try and bring this one back. Mihu, he finds one, but that will be it, as pass shot connects on the triple kill. 19-17, Virtus.Pro takes the victory on Nuke. The map chosen by Vitality. That means that we are going to see a map 3. Coming up shortly, Inferno, but before that, we do have a short break. We'll see you guys in a bit.